Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncles.
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 They're so cool.
I'm an uncle.
I'm an uncle too.
Uncles.
Yeah!
Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour.
Hi.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
Hey there. How's everybody doing today?
How are
Hope
you?
you're feeling fine. I hope everybody's day is going real well, because I can't think of a better way to top off a great day than with a brand new episode of
Uncle's Variety Hour.
As always, I'm your Uncle B.
And I'm your Uncle Chunky.
Yep. We're here to fill you in on all the uncle news, talk to you about all the uncle things, maybe find some nieces and nephews and show off some special talents along the way.
If you have any special talents you'd like to show us, we'd love to have you on the program. And if you would like to call in to the Space Channel, the number is 301-314-6565.
That's the number. You can call us in. Tell us how you're feeling. Tell us about your uncle problems. Maybe we can give you a hand.
Tell us. We know that since the world ended, life has been tough, but that's no reason to be down in the dumps. Unless you are like us and you were actually in a dump a couple weeks
And
ago.
if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people get in dumps. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing at all.
But on the other side, don't feel like you can't call in just because you're not down in the dumps. We don't have to solve a problem for you. We could just talk, you know?
We could just
talk
Hear about your day.
Talk about you. Talk about all your interests. We're your uncle. We want to hear from you. We miss you.
We want to give you all of the uncle squeezes from all of the uncles in the entire world.
That's right. We just want to shower you with non-stop, never-ending piles of love.
And while we're thinking of love, I think we'd love to tell you the most important rule for being an uncle.
That's right. Uncles have to follow a lot of rules. It's a tough job, but there's one rule that stands out among all the rest as the most important.
It's true, there is a hierarchy of rules, and the number one rule is whenever an uncle plans to count to 10, the uncle must be aware of where the pickles are, and if the situation calls for it, he must present them.
That's right. When counting, it's always important to be aware of your surroundings, particularly pickles.
Yes.
Pickles are really handy when counting. You can take them out of their jar and count with them if you need some sort of visual aid.
And if you know where the pickles are, and if the situation calls for it, you should certainly present them when counting to 10.
A lot of the times being counted at can be a very stressful task. You might want to give pickles, present them to your countee so that they can eat them and rejuvenate themselves.
It's very true. I, for one, am very happy that pickles have, for the most part, survived the world ending.
That's right. Nobody really knows why. A lot of other jars of foods and other preserved objects were destroyed when the world ended, but not pickles. They stayed completely intact.
It's true. My thought has always been it's because they're so delicious.
Oh, yeah. They They sure are. I love me a good pick.
It's true. Just get that pick up there and just...
Just want to sit down on a cool evening with a jar of picks, pop open the top, and one by one insert them into my body using my mouth.
It's very true. And speaking of sitting down, maybe we should tell viewers where we're sitting.
Well, viewers, if you were tuning in last week, you might remember that at the end we were on a flying bus with the aid of our Uncle Bungley, who used his magic powers to make the bus fly. We're still on that bus.
We still are, and the seats have not been any less comfy since we got on.
Sure haven't, and it's getting a little stuffy in here. We can't open the windows because of how high up we are, and all the studio audience members are a little sweaty.
It's very, very true, including one member of the studio audience who's a tree. He's asleep right now. Let's listen to him snore for a minute. Tree. Tree.
Uncle Chunky, I don't want to wake him up, but I have an idea.
What's your idea, Uncle B?
Well, I have this device that I carry around in the vault that lets you see into people's dreams.
Whoa.
Maybe we can check it out, see what he's dreaming about.
That sounds really cool.
Let me just hook it up to him.
Tree.
Power on. Power double on. Powering up. Warming up. Warming up.
Beep, boop, boop.
Great, it's working. But remember, we have to be really quiet so we don't wake him.
I'll make sure to be really quiet.
Now let me just push this button and we'll be able to hear a live recording of his dreams.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Boop.
Oh, what a sunny day it is. I enjoy all of these trees.
Do you enjoy me, the Grand Tree Master?
Oh, yes, I do enjoy the Grand Tree Master.
I heard that you were a new tree, and I decided to come down here personally to welcome you to our forest.
Well, thank you. It's always great when a fellow friend can extend a leaf.
Yes, we must work together, us trees. There's not very much room left for us in the world when the world ended.
Very, very true. All of our compadres and all of our comrades, all of our bro-hizzles, all of our friendaloons, all of our brothers and sisters and mothers and fuckers all got torn down.
It's true, all of my tree dogs are gone. There's only me and a couple more and you.
It's true. Not many left. It's like our roots have been taken away from us.
The family tree is all but gone.
Yes, but I'm glad that you're welcoming me to your tree forest. What was your Grand Tree?
Master.
Grand
You need to know
Master
these
Tree?
types of things. Grand Tree Master.
I'm sorry, a tree does not have the fondest memory.
What are you saying? That is racist against your own kind.
Oh, but I'm a self-hating tree. Did
There's-
you know I woke up this morning and one of my branches snapped and I was very distraught, so I stood there and didn't move because I am a tree.
Standing there and not moving is an important part of being a tree, but self-hating. We do not have room for self-hating in treedom. There are so few of us left, we can't afford to hate ourselves.
Well,
I don't know.
I guess that's true.
I think
but-
I might have to kick you out of the forest.
But how are you going to do that? You're a tree.
Well, I'm going to grow nightmare arms that have chainsaws and cut you down.
Oh, I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling.
You're falling. Welcome to the darkness.
I'm on the ground.
Yes, but all around is darkness. There's no escape from the inner recesses of your mind.
It's very, very true. I am stuck here because I am a tree and I still can't move.
Look inside yourself. You never really wanted to be a tree. You're a person deep inside.
I am hollow.
Listen to this phone caller. They'll tell you about being a tree.
Hello, I'm a tree.
Yes, I heard you were a tree.
Who is this?
Hello.
Why are you in my dream?
Welcome to the mind of a tree.
Hello.
What can we help you with?
I have some math homework that I'm doing.
Well, I might be able to help. I am a tree.
But that's not the problem. See, I went bowling the other day, and I need to know whether or not I'm the best person or not.
Oh, are you saying that you are Ebola?
Yes.
Oh.
You should look inside yourself. You never really wanted to be Ebola.
I think you're right. I think I wanted to be a tree all along.
Ah, yes. We cannot bowl because we are trees. I would use my branches to hold the ball, but the ball is much too heavy, and I am much too distraught.
Anything else?
Hello? Oh, he's not there anymore.
That was a reflection of your inner mind, reaching out and saying that it doesn't want to be a tree anymore.
Because it wants to be Ebola?
It wants what it wants.
I am very confused, but that's okay because I am a dream.
Whoa, it's turning into a sex dream.
Ooh. Oh,
sexy
Master
time.
of Darkness, please find my holes.
Ooh,
Oh,
let me
Woody
get all up in your
Woodpecker,
holes.
peck at me.
Mm.
Oh, yes, I miss my wife. Oh, I remember seeing her on her deathbed. She was so beautiful as she died and penetrated me.
It's me. I'm here in your dream with you.
Oh, you've come back? Why did you come back? It's too hot in here.
Oh, you need to turn the thermostat down, dear.
I can't. I'm a tree.
Why have you done this to me? Why have you desecrated my memory by becoming a tree?
It's not my fault. I'm a tree. I didn't choose the
but-
tree life. The tree life chose
Didn't
me.
you ever love me?
I loved you. I loved you so much. But then you began dying and I began growing branches.
I never wanted to die.
I never wanted a third branch.
Why won't you rub me with your third branch?
Because I'm a tree.
Rub me.
Ah,
Rub me.
ah, ah,
Whoa, it's turning into another sex dream.
ah. Oh, hello, convenience store clerk.
Hello, welcome to my convenience store. What can I help you with? As long as it's convenient.
Well, I was wondering if you could help me reach the item on that top shelf. I
Sure.
cannot do so because I am a tree.
Just use this ladder.
Oh, this is a big ladder. I wish I could move, but unfortunately, trees can't move.
You have to believe. Believe in yourself.
In myself?
Move your branches. You can do it.
Oh!
I'm a squirrel.
Oh! Oh, Nelly!
I live in you now. And I want to get around.
Oh! Oh, yes, yes!
Oh.
Pick that item
Turning
up
back
off
into
of
a
the top
sex
shelf
dream.
for me! Oh!
Oh.
Oh! Oh, I appreciate your convenience!
I'm
Oh!
just gonna store my nuts in you.
Oh! 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 That was very nice. Tree.
Well, that was the weirdest dream I've ever heard.
Me too. That was very, very strange.
Maybe let's not wake him up. I don't think I can look him in the eye after hearing all of his inner thoughts like that.
And while we're at it, I'm glad that we're not trees.
Me too. You know, trees don't have nieces or nephews. Trees just have little saplings and seeds.
Don't forget about treeses.
You're right, they've got treeses, but that's not quite the same. You know?
It's the same way that their trunkles are not the same as uncles.
Very true. It must be pretty sad to not be someone who can have either a niece or a nephew or an uncle. Being a tree, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, neither can I. And I don't think I want to choose to imagine, even if I could imagine, 'cause it might result in a weird sex dream.
Yep, I don't really want to think about a sex dream with a tree. Not after what we just listened to.
Well, Uncle B, what do you want to think about?
I want to think about getting off this bus. It's still really stuffy and hot in here.
We have been on here for a long time.
I can't even see where we are. The cloud cover is so dense.
Yeah,
We could be anywhere.
I'd
Maybe
say
Uncle Bungley is leading us astray. He's just up there asleep in the driver's seat.
I do think it's a long way away to get to America.
Yeah. There's got to be faster ways to get to America.
I'd think so. But you know, the bus systems haven't been great for the last 30 years.
That's true. Not
Even
because
before the world
ended.
ended.
They're
No,
not
just
good.
the bus system has always been stinky.
What's the deal with that? You know,
Yeah.
I try to have some public transportation. I try to help out the environment by I can't carpool because I don't know anybody that lives near me that's going where I'm going.
It's
I just
true.
want to get around without having to add to pollution.
Yeah.
And I can't because all the buses are full of evil people.
They're just so stinky and inefficient.
I don't know why the stereotype that only evil people can ride buses arose.
Excuse me, hello.
Oh, hey.
Can I provide some clarification? I was taking a
Sure.
little snooze and I heard that, you were discussing why evil people ride buses.
That's right, studio audience member.
Well, little did you know that before I took up the full-time occupation of joining the studio audience of the Onclay's Variete Hour,
Not quite right.
I was a scholar at the University of Dinklebinge.
Really?
I was,
That's
yes.
a very prestigious academy for bus learning.
It is true, and I learned the theory of the evil man on the bus. Would you
Huh.
like me to tell it to you?
I would love to hear that.
Well, it started
Pass the time.
in the early 1500s, when people first became aware that there was evil. Then some time passed. Eventually enough time passed that it became the late 1500s. And people were still aware of evil. But it was in the late 1500s that the first bus was invented.
Wow.
Then some time passed, enough time for it to become the early 1600s, And during the early 1600s, scholars like myself at the University of Dinklebinge, yes, the University of Dinklebinge was still around in the early 1600s, unlike the contrarians who believe otherwise. As I was saying, in the early 1600s, the scholars saw cave paintings. And some of these cave paintings displayed various lunch meals that people were eating back during the cave days. And other cave paintings, they looked like buses. And people said, hey, the bus was just invented in the late 1500s. It hasn't been that much time. And these look like buses. And evil people still existed. So they said, I wonder if there's a connection between the buses and things that came before the buses.
How could that be if they came before them?
It is a very good question. But a few years passed and we get to the mid-1600s. And then the association is made by Sir Dinklebingus. He realized the association between evil people and buses. He only theorized it. And the people of the little town that he was from, that's right next to the University of Dinklebinge, they thought that he was a liar and a crook. They put him in jail. They executed him. He didn't quite die, so they executed him again. And then they had a little bit of a wine and toast party.
Wait.
Fast forward a few more years to the mid to late 1600s.
All right, I'll save my questions for the end.
All right. In the mid to late 1600s, someone looked up at the sky and they claimed to have seen a bus. That is absolutely crazy, because we know that flying buses did not occur until the late 1600s. Everyone knows that.
Of course.
And so people thought that he was a criminal and a crook and a crazy dreamer. They executed him. He didn't quite die. They did another injection. He still didn't die, so they resorted to the electric chair. He still did not die, so they dumped a bucket of water on him and he froze to death. Later on in the early 1700s, the British were first colonizing America, and they brought all of their buses to America. Move on to the mid-1700s. People in America finally decided that the British people were evil. We get to the year 1774, right before George Washington's Tea Party in Boston, that was effectively known as the other Boston Tea Party. They see 3 British constables show up on a bus. They say, "You are incredibly evil for taxing our postage." And the British people say, "Well, it's just postage. You're not buying that much of it, and it's not that much money. We need to restore our finances. We lost a lot of money in the French-Indian War, and someday, when you are facing a great recession, you will be very, very sad that your postage is not taxed." And they were like, "You're evil, you ride buses, and people who ride buses are evil." Fast forward to the rest of time after that moment, and the theory is perpetuated.
Wow. That was really in-depth and informative.
Well, I did study at the University of Dinklebinge for 12 years.
Clearly you did. Oh, I had a question, though.
Of course.
You said that Lord Dinklebingus was executed? Doesn't that mean he might have been evil?
It's one of the eternal questions.
If all these facts that you think you know, or that you were taught and believe, were created because of the actions of an evil person, aren't they evil thoughts and beliefs too?
It could very well be, and that would satisfy the theory that because we are on a bus, we are having evil thoughts and could have traces of evil in us.
That's right. Does being on a bus make us evil?
I don't necessarily think so. How about this? I am going to keep on having these thoughts for the next 10 seconds, and when those 10 seconds are over, I want you to tell me if I am evil.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me count to 10.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait
Not
a minute.
feeling any more evil.
I think I'm 5. feel like I'm forgetting something.
I'm still feeling fine.
6. There's something that I'm supposed to... 7.
A is there 7, yes.
Supposed
Still
to have
counting, still not
something.
evil.
I don't quite remember what it was.
Still not evil.
8. Oh, it's just so hot and stuffy on this bus. I can't focus on any sort of rules that I maybe am supposed to follow.
No, of course not.
But I'm sure it's fine. 9.
9, yes. Still.
Yeah, I don't think anything could go wrong if I finished counting without having to remember what rule was that I was supposed to follow, and I just say
Of course.
10.
No!
What's happening?
That was the reaction of my dissertation panel when I gave my dissertation about evil people riding on buses.
Oh.
They said, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. They thought I was an absolute crook and a criminal, and then they tried to execute me, and I stayed alive. So they tried to execute me again, and I was still okay. And then they tried a third time, and I said, why are you even bothering on this? This is just a waste of tax dollars. You're going to need to tax the stamps again in order to make up the tax dollars lost. So they stopped, and I decided to join the studio audience of Uncle's Variety Hour.
Whoa, that was a... Oh, I feel really faint.
Are you okay?
Something's wrong. Oh, no. Oh, Uncle Chunky. Uncle Chunky.
Uncle B,
Oh,
you forgot the most important rule of being an uncle.
forgot the most important rule, Uncle Chunky.
When counting to 10, an uncle must be aware of pickles, and if the situation calls for it, present them.
Oh, I didn't know where the pickles were. Do we even have pickles on the bus?
Well, it's a good thing you asked, because I do keep a pickle in my trusty sack.
I don't know. Is it too late for me? I broke the rule. I'm gonna have to go before the Council of Uncles.
We're on a bus. There's no way the Council of Uncles would even know we're here.
The council knows everything, Uncle Chunky.
But the world ended, Uncle B.
That doesn't matter. Just because the world ended doesn't mean that our system of uncle hierarchy should.
Of course. But I think that you'll be okay, Uncle B.
No,
Every uncle forgets a rule or two.
No, but-
That's the second most important rule of being an uncle, is that an uncle occasionally forgets, but an uncle never wets.
But Uncle Chunky, I pride myself on always following all the rules of the uncles. And if I can let myself slip even this one time, then I'm not holding myself to the same standard that I'm accustomed to. And doesn't that make me lose, my sense of integrity? My sense of unclehood?
Well, Uncle B, your unclehood will only be lost if you stop loving your nieces and nephews.
Oh, well, I could never do that.
Then you are still an uncle. Remember rule number 2. An uncle occasionally forgets, but never wets.
Thanks, Uncle Chunky. That really means a lot.
Of course, Uncle B. That's why I'm here. And if we do eventually get the Council of Uncles to gather, we can explain to them what happened.
I feel like that's only right. I feel like even if it's okay for an uncle to forget a rule every now and then, I should still be holding myself to the standard that I don't break rules.
Excuse me, would you like me to tell you the theory I learned pursuing a master's degree at the University of Dinklebridge, regarding why an uncle must never wet?
I think I'd like to know that, but could we do it in maybe more of a multimedia form of presentation? Like, do you have some sort of video that we could play that would explain it to us using fun, friendly characters?
Well, I guess I could act out a video. I mean, we are on a flying bus, and due to the frequencies, I don't think it is safe to use electronic devices.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Flying above the clouds as we are. So let's act out an informative video.
Sure, let's act it out. Here, why don't you lead the way, and I'll sort of jump in and follow along.
All right. So how about this? I will be Little Cockford, and you will be Big Vagwith.
Oh, that's the role I've been waiting for my whole life.
And so here's the situation. We are talking about why an uncle must never get wet. Both Little Cockford and Big Vagwith are uncles, and they are having an important discussion about moisture.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. Hello, Big Vagwith.
Well, hey, how's it going, little Cockford?
It is going very well. I am enjoying my day. I am just studying.
That's great to hear. Well, let me tell you what. Me and the other uncles were thinking after the uncle exam, maybe we go down to the lake and get a little wet.
Oh, that does not sound good, Big Vagwith.
Oh, what's the problem, little Cockford? You gonna be a stick in the mud?
Well, Big Vagwith, I just don't think that is the cleanest thing we can do.
Come on, little Cockford. Everyone knows that you can break rules every now and then. Why
But
don't we just...
Big Vagwith, the
What?
rules are very, very important.
Psh, I don't care about rules. I'm too cool for them.
Well, I do, Big Vagwith.
Nobody's gonna make me follow the rules. I'm way too big to stop.
Well, you did not pursue your postgraduate education at the University of Dinklebidge, where you may have learned why it is bad to break the rules. Am I correct, Big Vagwith?
Well, you're correct, but little Cockford, I don't think you did either.
Well, Big Vagwith, I did. You just you didn't know that.
What? Come on, you're like 3 years younger than me, little Cockford. How have you had time to go to the University of Bungle?
I'm a savant. Why is that so hard to believe?
Whatever.
Let me tell you why it is wrong to break rules. It all dates back to 1400.
I don't have time for another one of your stories, little Cockford. I'm going to the lake.
This is my first story. I'm Little Cockford.
Oh,
We
you're
just
right.
began this video.
Damn it. All right. Can I swear? Is that okay?
I guess so. Hopefully the viewing audience does not mind swearing. Big Vagwith.
Remember, this is me, Big Vagwith, swearing, not Uncle B. He would never swear.
He would never swear.
Ever.
So in 1400, there was a man named Crisp.
Hang on, little Cockford. Can't we tell this story in like a multimedia form of a presentation?
Okay,
Can we do like a puppet show or something?
I guess I can do that, Big Vagwith.
All right, here. I got this puppet. It's actually just a sock. I can give you this puppet. It's actually just a paper bag.
Oh, okay.
But we can like draw little googly eyes on them. And now
Yeah.
they're people.
These are fine puppets. I'm glad that during our time of existence in the 1940s, there is no popular television or other programs for us to tune into, so we must use hand puppets to entertain ourselves.
Me too.
Hi, I'm Crisp.
Hey, I'm Flake.
Well, I have an important question, Flake.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
What is the rule about addressing your acquaintances?
Well, whenever you see an acquaintance, you gotta do the uncle salute at him, and then you gotta say, hey!
Okay. Crisp ho!
No, that's not quite right.
Crisp ho!
No,
Flake
hey,
ho!
hey.
Flake ho!
Chris, hey.
Flake ho!
Hey.
Oh, what is this? There is a strange growth on my genitals.
Oh my.
You
You should get yourself examined.
It looks like I already have stage 3 syphilis.
Oh, no.
I'm breathing my last breaths.
Remember, it's important to get checked out regularly. You could have syphilis and or some sort of testicular cancer.
Hello, this
Uh-oh.
is Crisp from heaven. He died of rapid stage 3 syphilis because he broke the rules.
Hey!
He's dead.
Oh, that's really sad.
And that's exactly why you can't break the rules. Do you understand that, Big Vagwith?
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't even get how a puppet could get syphilis.
Well, that's beyond the point. I believe that the complications are even beyond my 12 years at the University of Dinklebinge.
That's fair.
But, Big Vagwith, you must know that, if we go to the lake, You will break the rules.
Look,
An uncle must not get wet.
Little Cockford, I'm just trying to have a good time. The uncle exam's really stressing me out.
But Big Vag with, do you understand what will happen if you become wet? People will call you names. They will say, ooh, Big Vag with moist. Ooh, look at moist Big Vag
Hey,
with.
man, I don't care about any of that. I just want to have a good time. I'm out of here.
All right. Well, I hope that you do not suffer any consequences like rapid stage 3 syphilis from getting wet.
Hey, little Cockford.
Yes, Big Vag with.
I got this water balloon here.
Oh no! Oh
Sure,
no!
dude,
Oh
shit, if I
no!
threw it at you. Hey, look at that little sopping Cockford. Look how moist and dripping
Hello,
he
this
is.
is the voice of little Cockford.
Oh my god.
He had rapid stage 3 syphilis and is dead.
Wow. I didn't think that was a true thing that could happen.
It is. That is why an uncle can occasionally forget but not get wet.
Wow.
I'm dead.
Well, I'd better not go to the lake then. I've really learned. Thanks, little... Oh, you're dead.
Wow. That was a really great performance
Thank
from
you.
the two of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do remember that when I was studying at the University of Dinklebinge, I did participate in the theater.
I never studied at Dinklebinge, but I knew about the rules, and I knew that would happen. I just wanted to help educate everybody that's listening and everybody in the studio audience so that they know whether or not they can get wet as an uncle. They can't.
That's an important part of being an uncle.
Mm-hmm.
An uncle can occasionally forget, but an
never
uncle...
forget.
Sorry, I mixed up the phrasing.
No, that was probably my fault.
Let's try it again.
All right.
An uncle can occasionally forget, but
an
Pyongyang
uncle- wait,
Bangkok.
Oh, hang on.
Nah,
Maybe let's try. It's like never, and then.
but forget but can't
Okay,
get
we got it.
wet.
We
Okay.
got it. We got it.
An uncle can occasionally forget,
but a
but
wet
non-uncle
uncle
can
is
what?
in bed.
How?
Oh, I totally forgot what it was that time.
Meat?
Hold on, let me say it correctly.
Oh.
I think that based on our friend Continuous Grunt, who is off with the Sand People now, saying things in unison does not always yield the most positive outcome.
That's true. That's true.
So an uncle can occasionally forget, but cannot get wet.
All right. That's probably good enough. We probably don't have to say it in unison now.
No, I don't think so.
Well, great. I'm glad we got that all established.
Yeah, it did kill some time on this bus ride.
But we're still on this bus ride, Uncle Chunky. Ugh. I'm so bored and sweaty and musty and stanky and gross.
Yeah, I'm also gross and stanky and musty and sweaty.
We gotta get off this bus somehow. Maybe we can
Yeah.
just, like, swoop down under the clouds and see where we are.
Well, Uncle Bungley is asleep, so if we can sneak up to the front, maybe we can do that.
Wait, maybe we could kill some more time by checking out Uncle Bungley's dream before waking him up.
I guess we could do that.
Alright, let me get that machine back out of the vault. Okay, I got it. Alright, let me walk on over to Uncle Bungley.
Tip, toe, cloppity, clop. Tippity, toppity, cloppity, poppity.
Alright, let me go for it. Power on! Power on! Double power on! Warming up! Warming up! Machine on!
Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Now remember to be very quiet. Here we go. I'm gonna push the button. Ah, ha! Oh, I am Oh, I am so happy to be around and magical and doing magical things and evil things on everybody in my sight. Ha ha, magic cancer. Ha ha, you're a baby now. Ha ha. Oh, being magic and evil is so much fun. I just want to be evil all day and do evil things to normal people for no reason. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, being evil. Oh, I could never get over anything better than being evil. Nothing is better than being evil. Everything in comparison to being evil is not as good. Because I am the evil Uncle Bungley. Ha 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 ha.
Uncle Bungley!
What? Who is there? Who is saying
Uncle
that?
Bungley!
Who is interrupting my evil
Uncle
magic time?
Bungley! It's me! Uncle Clock!
Oh my god, Uncle Clock.
Hi!
What are you doing here? I haven't seen you since the set of magical uncles ended.
I want to count with you.
I have no time for counting. I only have time for being magic and evil and doing evil magic.
But I enjoy counting with you.
Fine, I will count with you, but not to 10. I only have time to count to 5.
Okay.
One,
1,
5.
2,
I'm done.
3,
Count too slowly.
4,
Ah,
5,
you are now made of cheese.
7,
No,
8,
you're counting far too
9,
too fast and too slow.
10. I am
You're
cheese.
cheese now.
I am cheese.
How do you feel being cheese? Because I have turned you into cheese, and it is a good magic evil spell.
I have holes.
You sure do, Uncle Clock. Here, look, I can put my hand inside the holes that are in your body. Here, look at me, poking in and out of your body with your
I
hand
am
holes.
softer than I previously
This
was.
is true. I can slice parts of you off with this butter knife that I carry around for just such an occasion as when I turn people into soft cheese.
I am another living creature's mold.
That's true. That is just a science fact. I have no way to interpret that by myself. God.
It's me. It's Mr. Pickle.
Mr. Pickle.
Hi, it's me. It's Mr. Pickle.
I have no time for you, Mr. Pickle. You represent following the rules, and I have no time for rule following because I am an evil uncle, not a
But
good
I'm Mr. Pickle. You weren't aware of me when Uncle Clock counted to 10,
But I did
were
not count
you?
to 10. I only counted to 5. I have no time for counting to 10, so I do not need to be aware of pickles.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, I guess that's fair enough justification.
Ha ha! Pah! You are a cat now instead of a pickle.
I was once a pickle.
And now you are a cat instead of a pickle.
I am no longer a
How
pickle.
does it feel to be a cat with your whiskers and your meows and your tiny little paws and your cute ears?
I was once a pickle, but I am no longer a pickle.
True, we have established this thing about you. You are not a pickle, and I no longer have to be aware to you whether I am counting or otherwise.
Several days ago, I assumed the form of a pickle. At this very moment, I am not a pickle.
You are saying nothing that I have not already heard, and I am tired of this, so I am taking away your ability to speak. I am replacing it with duck quacks. Ha ha, you are now a kitten that quacks like a duck.
Mwah.
Ah, look at my great evil creation. Oh, I am so
What did
pleased
you
with
do
it.
to Mr. Pickle?
I have turned him into a
Wow.
quacking duck.
He quacks.
That's right. What would you like me to turn you into?
A pickle?
Ha! You are a cucumber! It is the exact opposite of a pickle, even though a cucumber turns into a pickle.
I
It has
was
the pickle.
once a piece of cheese,
True,
and now I'm a pickle.
but you still have holes in you. I can still put my fingers in your cucumber hole.
I stand corrected. I was once a piece of cheese, and now I'm a cucumber.
That's true. That is exactly what you said before.
I am currently a cucumber, but prior to now, I was a piece of cheese.
Why do you keep repeating the same thing over and over in slightly different variations?
I am a nightmare, and
Oh.
in this nightmare, I am a
I
cucumber.
knew it. I knew that this could not be a real place because in the real world, nobody could stand up to my magical evil powers for this long. They would have died by now or have gotten cancer.
Hey, I am someone who in real life could not stand up to your magical powers and as a result received cancer.
Ah, that's right. I remember you. I remember when I gave you cancer. It was a very good day for me. It was a Wednesday.
Well, it is in your nightmare that I don't have cancer.
No,
and
how
I'm
this be?
standing up to your evil power.
But I know that in the real world you have cancer, and I'm aware that this is a dream because it is a nightmare, and a nightmare is a type of dream. So in my dream, I should be in control of things because it is in my brain, and my brain is the domain of my body.
Well, I used the cream.
Ah, the cream. Oh, and how could you have known that
I
the cream...
used the special nightmare cream.
The nightmare cream is my one weakness. It is the one thing that blocks my evil magical powers.
And because of that, I don't have cancer anymore.
Curses.
I'm gonna go play tennis. Bye!
That's fine by me.
Ah,
Tennis.
Now that I don't have cancer, I have the ability to play tennis. So I am gonna leave promptly.
Leave right now and do not be in my sight any longer. because
As a
I do not want to see
cancer-free
you.
individual, I will now be not free of tennis.
That's fine. Leave.
I
Leave
no
the domain of my
longer
body,
have
which is my brain.
cancer, but I now have a tennis racket.
Ugh. I am tired of this. I am tired of this whole fake dream world where it is inside my brain, but I do not have control of it. I'm going to return to the real world where I have more control over things than inside my brain. I am waking up now! Ha! Hello, Uncle Chunkley.
Oh, hello, Uncle Bungley, it's your brain!
No, I'm still dreaming, and now I am thinking that I am seeing my brain.
Uncle Bungley, how are you?
I'm fine, but I must say that I am not very pleased with the way you are conducting things inside my body.
Oh, I'm just having a little
You
fun.
are having far too much fun at the expense of me. I should be the one who is having fun at the expense of others, because others should be getting cancer.
Well, that'd be no fun. I'm a brain.
Well, I do not want to give you cancer because presumably you are my brain, although you are really only a dream, so you're not my real brain. You are just a representation of my brain.
You wanna feel me? I'm very squishy.
I have to say that sounds very strange, but it's not every day that someone gets the opportunity to touch their own brain. So
Feel
touch you.
me. Oh.
Wow, you are quite squishy. You are not lying when you say that you are squishy.
I am not lying, because I am a brain.
Huh. I suppose it makes sense that my own brain could not be able to lie to me because I would know because I would be lying using my brain.
Of course, and that is why, in this dream state, I have assumed the form of a brain.
Wait, you have assumed the form of the brain, but what are you actually? Because you are not really my brain.
I am a brain.
I guess I will not be getting any real answers from you. Maybe I will try to wake up again and I will be in some other place. Hopefully, the real world. Ha! This does not feel like the real world. I do not know where I am, but all I know is that I am in a dense forest. There are trees everywhere. Oh, I hate trees. I'm so glad that there are very few trees left in the world, except for that guy that I turned into a tree. That's sort of an ironic twist of fate, because I hate trees, but I like turning people into trees, because most people do not want to be a tree.
Hey! What are you doing in my
What are you
dream?
talking about? This is my dream.
This is my
How could this
dream.
be your dream? This is my dream. I am dreaming this, and I am dreaming you. You are fake. You are not real.
Well, I'm a tree. I can't move. How could I be in your dream?
Doesn't matter
I
whether or
haven't
It
moved.
doesn't matter whether or not you can move. This is a dream. You can do whatever you want. Why can't you realize that you can just move around in a dream?
Because I'm a tree.
You never really wanted to be a tree, though.
No, but I am resigned to my current fate as a part of nature and a future piece of paper.
That is truly the saddest thing I have ever heard, and I once heard a man cry because I gave his daughter cancer. His
My
daughter was
life
4 years
is
old.
very sad, and that's why I'm a self-hating tree.
You should not be a self-hating tree. You should be a self-hating person who happens to be a tree right now.
No, I am tree. Hear me, stand still.
Sounds like nothing. Sounds like you were just standing there.
Exactly. My
I see.
roots are implanted in the ground, and I hope to continue growing until I'm cut down.
Tree who I made a tree, I say that I see something in you that I did not see before. I see a sad soul that is crying for help, and I think I have decided that I would like to help you.
Oh, I think you have that mistaken for some owl pellets.
Whether they are owl pellets or not, they represent in this dream a desire for help, and I will help you, because I am evil, but I am also an evil
I
hunter.
don't want help. I'm a
want help.
self-hating tree.
You must want help. Everybody needs help from somebody. Why would you not want help when I could help you?
All I need is sun and water.
I can give you sun, and I can give you water. And by that I mean I will give you a son. Ha ha! You have a baby now. It is your son.
I can't take care of a baby. I'm a tree.
Seems like you need a lot of help, tree.
Yes. Do you have a number for a tree nanny?
I don't think so, but I think I can help you in another way by making you a person, so a person could raise a person instead of a tree raising a person.
You can't do that because your powers in a dream state are only subject to the free will of the people receiving your powers in a dream state.
It's a very strange and arbitrary rule to impose on my own dreams, but I suppose that is the way of things.
They're
in the
my
world.
dreams.
It's my dream.
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 Hold on. How about we decide whose dream it is over a game of rock, paper, scissors?
This seems like a very arbitrary way to decide such a thing as whose dream it is, but I suppose I have no choice but to comply because I have no better idea at this time.
All right. Then put 'em up.
They are up.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ha! I throw magic at you. It beats all rock and paper and scissors.
I'm a tree. I haven't moved since I first entered this scene.
If you haven't moved, then how could you possibly win a game of rock, paper, scissors? You need to move to play the game.
How could you possibly win a game of rock, paper, scissors by playing magic? That's not one of the 3 categories.
I broke the rules. I told you I am an evil uncle. I do not need to follow the rules. I just do what I want because I am evil and an evil uncle with magic.
But that's not how you win rock, paper,
I
scissors.
do not care for the proper way to win rock, paper, scissors. I only care for magic.
Then
and
you
being
will
evil.
never win rock, paper, scissors, and it will never be your dream that we're in right now.
I suppose that if I am in this arbitrary dream state where the rules don't quite make sense, if I want to win and get out of this dream, maybe I will have to follow these arbitrary and pointless rules.
Exactly.
All right, I challenge you again to these rock, papers, and scissors.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I throw all 3. Rock, paper, and scissors. How can you
That's
possibly
not
beat that?
fair. I'm a tree. You have to play 1.
Why would I have to play 1 when I can play all 3? And that way I can counter every move that you could possibly make, which is none because you are a tree and you cannot move.
Official competition rules. You have to play 1, and if not, you can't win.
Fine.
How about this, Uncle Tongue Cheek?
That's not correct, but I do not care.
How about this? I have heard that playing rock is the easiest way to win.
Ha! You think I am some kind of fool. You want me to play rock because that way you play paper and you will counter me because you are a tree and you are made of paper.
Wow! You are very good at deductive reasoning.
Thank you. Ha! And now to counter you, I will play scissors.
Well, have you ever tried to cut a tree with
I
scissors?
can't say that I have, but I have never needed to use anything to cut a tree down because I can use my magical powers to do so. But you have already said that I cannot use magic.
Well, try and cut me.
Fine, I will use my scissors to try to cut you. Cut. Cut. Come on, why won't you cut? Why
Because
won't these
I'm a
stupid scissors cut?
tree.
These stupid scissors. I hate these scissors. They are so dumb and stupid, and I will use my magical powers. Pah! Now they are made of chocolate. I will eat them instead of using them to cut you down.
How about this? You go back to your dream, and I will stay right here because I'm a tree and I can't move.
Sounds like the best plan you've had this entire time because all the other plans were horrible and involved me playing rock, paper, scissors, which is a pointless game for stupid, dumb idiots.
Well, I would say we should shake on it, but I can't shake unless there's some wind.
Why don't I make some wind so you can shake?
All right. I'm shaking.
I am also shaking.
All right.
Great.
We've shaken. Back to your
I will
dream.
leave this dreamscape now and go back to my own dream and then hopefully be able to wake up. Pwah!
Oh, Uncle Bungley.
Oh, Uncle Chunkly. Am I awake now? Is this real? Is this really happening?
I believe so. I believe that you were sleeping the whole time.
That is correct. I needed to stay asleep so I could use my magical powers to stay in a magical trance to make the bus fly. But now that I'm awake, the bus will slowly start declining down through the cloud cover.
Oh, wow. We are going lower and lower and lower.
That is correct. Soon we will be able to see approximately where we are, so I will be able to take you fully to America.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe this should be the time when we take a little bit of a break as we're making your descent. I must say my ears are getting fluffy and swelled up from the air pressure.
Yes, that is a problem and it will happen, but I cannot do anything about that because this bus is not pressurized.
Well, I am going to go find my sack and get my pickle so that way, when we're descending, I can use my pickle to help make my ears feel better.
Sounds like a very good idea. I will need all my concentration to make this bus not crash into something.
Of course! We wouldn't want that.
No.
Crashing is bad.
Yes, we would not want the bus to crash.
No. So, I'm going to go find my sack.
Good.
I'm looking for my sack.
Please, look away.
I'm still looking for my sack. Where could my sack be? Oh, sack! 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 Oh, there's my sack. But if you'll excuse me, I am going to find my pickle. Where's my pickle? Pickle? Where is my pickle? 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 Pickle?
Great. I am still not crashing, but we will continue to not crash while we are taking a break.
All right. I'm glad you're still not crashing. My pickle is in here somewhere. I just have to look through the folds of my sack.
Great. Look away through your sack. We'll be right back on this bus and also on
Uncle's Variety Hour. Welcome back.
Hold on, Uncle Chuckly. I told you that we were not going to crash, but I'm worried that we were about to crash.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Hold on.
Oh,
We're going to crash.
I'm holding on to
We're going to
my
crash
pickle.
in about 10 seconds.
Studio audience, hold on to your pickles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
ooh,
6, 7,
pickles.
8,
Ooh,
9,
ah.
10. Oh, wait, I underestimated. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're crashing. Crash.
Whoa, hoo, ha, boom, cha, wha.
Scrape along the ground.
Oh,
Stop.
wow.
Oh,
Is everybody okay?
I am fine.
I'm
fine.
okay.
I'm fairly quaint,
I'm
but I'm doing
okay.
all right.
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Glad our studio audience is okay. Uncle B, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I just got rudely woken up from my nap, but I'm fine.
That was pretty wild. I'm glad I was aware of my pickle.
Me too. I'm going to stay here with the bus so that I can oversee the repairs of it so that we can maybe get away from wherever we are. And also I need to recharge my magical power so I will be in a trance and I will be sleeping and you will not hear from me anymore.
Wow, that was very succinct. I guess, Uncle B, you want to go try and find out where we are?
Yeah, let's explore. Maybe we can find some nieces and nephews around here to show off the special talents of.
It's true, wherever this is.
Where are we? Looks like...
I can't tell.
Looks like we're in the middle of a large field. Perhaps some crops grew here at one time.
It's true, it's now very dusty.
Some sort of farmland.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, hey, look. Over there in the distance, there's a barn.
Oh,
Looks a little
interesting.
decrepit and run down, but maybe that's a good place to at least get our bearings. Maybe there's some people living in there, too.
I guess that's a good thought.
Let's walk over there.
All right. Walk, walk, cloppity clop, fwoppity fwoppity boppity drop. Clop. Why you wop up wop 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 wop. Oh, I miss the days of jogging.
Yep. I'm too fat to jog.
It's true. At least we made it to this barn.
We sure did. Let's give her a old knock on the door. See if anybody's inside before we burst in.
All right. Knockity knock. Knockity knock.
Well, hey! Who's out there?
Who are you?
Well, name's Uncle Farmer.
Uncle Farmer?
That's right, I live here in this barn with my nieces and nephews and cows.
I'm Uncle Chunky.
Uncle Chunky, well, yeehaw! It's so good to hear from another uncle. I haven't seen one of you since the world ended.
Oh, wow. Uncle Farmer,
Yep.
where are we?
Why, you're in the middle of the great ex-state of Kansas.
Oh.
Right here's right smack dab in the middle of the country of the good old U.S. of A., or what's left of it anyway.
So we are in America, and we're in Kansas.
Yep, you sure are. What brings you around these parts?
Well, we were in a flying bus driven by Uncle Bunkley, and the bus crashed.
Sounds like some crazy magic shit.
Oh,
we don't take
no.
too kindly to magic users around these parts.
Well, luckily, he is all the way over there.
That's good to hear. Why don't you keep him over there?
Uncle B and I used to be over there, but then we walked over here. We went clop, clop, cloppity clop, wop, wop, whoppity wop, drop, drop, droppity drop.
Well, that's good to hear. Anyone who clops on by my barn, as long as they're not a magic user, is welcome by me. You want to meet some of my nieces and nephews?
Wait, did you say, do you want to meet some of my nieces and nephews, or did I mishear you and hear you say, do you want to eat meat, comma, my nieces and nephews?
Well, I sure said, do you want to meet some of my nieces and nephews, but it's pretty possible that you misheard me and heard that. I can't speak one way or the other.
I apologize if I misheard you.
That's completely fine. The misunderstanding's been averted.
Glad to hear it. I would love to meet your nieces and nephews, but I would not like to eat meat, comma, your nieces and nephews.
Well, that's good, because we don't take too kindly to eat meat nieces and nephews around here.
It's true. I haven't heard of any cannibalistic uncles since Uncle Nom Nom.
That's right. We drove Uncle Nom Nom out of here with 3 pitchforks.
Oh, did an angry mob get him?
Nope. We just made a rope machine out of pitchforks. It was sort of like a wheel sort of doohickey. It rolled around and just chased him right out of here on its own.
Oh, wow. I remember hearing legend of Uncle Nom Nom, the cannibalistic uncle, and whenever people knew that he was coming, they would have a warning. They would yell out to all the nieces and nephews, Nom Nom! Nom Nom! Nom Nom!
That's right. But you left out part of the story.
Oh, I apologize.
They say that if you yell too loud, he will get real angry and he would chase you around and eat you.
Oh, I guess I will be a little quieter
No,
then
you're
when
fine. We chased him out of here with 3 pitchforks.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm so glad that Uncle Nom Nom is no longer here.
Now, come on inside. Meet the nieces and nephews and cows.
All right. This is a mighty fine barn you have.
Well, thank you. I made this myself out of 3 trees. Cut 'em
Wow.
up myself, turned them into a barn.
That is very impressive. You were really economical with the way that you distributed the
Thank you,
tree
thank
bark.
you. Well, right here's my 3 cows named Bessie, Nessie, and Clyde.
Hi, Bessie.
Hey.
Hi, Nessie.
Hello.
Hi, Clyde.
Yo, what up?
Oh,
Clyde's a little rowdy.
I
He
can
gets
imagine.
worked up a lot. He's, he's the bull, actually.
He's the top dog.
The top cow.
He is the top cow.
That's why he's on top of the other 2 cows right now. I like to keep him in a little pyramid formation. It's a nice little entryway greeting for whenever I have guests over, which isn't very often, but you're here now.
I would say it improves the interior design considerably.
Thank you.
I also like the way that your nieces and nephews are arranged in a rectangular prism.
That's right. I've got 8 nieces and nephews, and they form each of the points of a rectangular prism with their
Wow.
bodies. I trained them very well.
They do appear to be very obedient.
Let's see if we can get them to talk to you. They've been doing this thing recently where they all talk at the same time, but it sounds like it's only one person talking. It's really weird.
Oh, wow.
Say hi, Uncle, niece and nephew Prism. Hi.
Hi, nieces and nephews arranged in a prism. I am Uncle Chunky.
Well, hello, Uncle Chunky. It is nice of you to come and visit. Thank you for coming to our barn. Thank you for entertaining Uncle Farmer. Thank you for looking at our cows. Thank you for hearing the story of the 3 pitchforks.
You all pay attention very well. I hope that your Uncle Farmer gives you many soft but firm Uncle Squeezes.
He certainly does. We get Uncle Squeezes very often. However, because our bodies are beginning to meld into the form of this rectangular prism, we are soon going to pass the physical need for Uncle Squeezes.
Wow. Let me ask you a question.
Please ask away. We have the combined brain power of 8 nieces and nephews.
How did you get so good at talking in unison? On my program that I host with Uncle B, we like to talk in unison, but there used to be a member of our studio audience who would keep going after we were done.
At first, it was difficult for us to talk in unison, but Uncle Farmer arranged us in this rectangular prism. We tried, oh how we tried to talk in unison for so long, but it was only once our bodies started to fuse together from the duration that we were in the form of a rectangular prism that we were able to fully match brains together and talk perfectly in unison, in sync, together, always, forever.
That is some visionary shit. Am I right, Clyde?
Hell yeah, you are! Fuck yeah! I'm Clyde!
Now, nieces and nephews, do you have any special talents that you would like to showcase on Uncle's Variety Hour?
We would be happy to share our special talent with you. Please, join us. Form the diagonal of our rectangular prism. Become one with us. Learn all that we know. Share all that we experience. See what we see. Feel what we feel. Be what we are.
That's quite a proposal. I don't know if I can do that, because then I might not get back to the bus and get back to Uncle B and have the Uncle's convention at an American football stadium.
Why would you need anything else when you can be one with 8 nieces and nephews in a rectangular prism that now has a diagonal running through it? You can share everything. The cosmos are yours. We shall rule. We shall rule.
There was one point in my life when I really wanted to be one with all of my nieces and nephews. But because of threats from the local authorities, I decided that wasn't such a good idea.
Join us. We can bridge the gap between uncle and niece, uncle and nephew. We can be one. We can level the playing field. All are equal when joined.
Well, nieces and nephews, I really appreciate the offer, but I think that you know that an uncle has wisdom and experience that a niece or nephew does not necessarily have. It is the uncle's job to pass on that wisdom and those experiences. If we have no uncles, then we never progress.
But if you join us, we can share this knowledge. You can directly deliver the wisdom into us using your body.
But I would also have to check with the execs at the Space Channel, because the name of the show is Uncle's Variety Hour, not Uncle plus another uncle fused with several nieces and nephews from Kansas Variety Hour.
You are making us very sad, Uncle Chunky. Perhaps it is time to show off our other special talent. We have been cultivating it over the time that we have been living in this barn in this rectangular prism. By focusing our energies together, we can telekinetically levitate cows.
Oh shit, what's going on?
Hey, I'm flying. How about you, Bessie? Yeah, I'm flying too.
We are going to throw these cows at you. Better duck.
Oh!
Sorry about that, I almost hit you.
Oh, no!
Oh my God, what is going on? Nieces and nephews, stop it! No, we will not stop. We will be all.
Uncle Farmer, something is wrong with these nieces and nephews.
Well, my nieces and nephews have always been a little crazy. I thought maybe if I cooped them up in this barn, they would be fine. I didn't think any negative consequences could happen if I linked all 8 of my nieces and nephews together into one rectangular prism-shaped bodies and locked them in a barn.
I don't know. It seems like they're acting strangely.
Well, they sure are. My cows are flying all over the place.
Yeah, look at Clyde.
Oh my God! I'm flying! Look at me! I'm a flying cow!
How come we can't fly, Bessie? Well, I think it's just the nature of the beast.
This is why I'm top cow, Bessie and Nessie! Ha ha!
I want to be top cow, Bessie. Me too. But we'll never be top cows. Yeah, Clyde is the top cow.
Top cow!
Yeah, I just checked the cow rankings. Clyde remains the top cow. Someday, maybe we'll be the top cow. Maybe if we plot to kill Clyde. Until then, we remain low.
This is all very odd and overwhelming. But Uncle Farmer, let me ask you, do you know of a football stadium anywhere in Kansas?
Football stadium? We don't got no time for football stadium. Oh, we just got farming to do around here, around these parts.
Just farming around these parts?
Besides, all the football stadiums but one were destroyed when the world ended.
Are you sure they're all destroyed?
I said all but one. There's still one left. It's over
Oh.
on the East Coast, up by Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
You're
I
way-
remember Washington, D.C.
You way overshot that if that's what you're looking for, partner.
Oh, well, our flying bus crashed. I don't even know what we were shooting for.
Well, you sure didn't find it if you were looking for a football stadium.
Well, I guess we can't go all the way to Washington, D.C. until the bus gets fixed. So I guess we're stuck here for the moment.
Well, you're certainly welcome to stay in my barn. You're going to have to watch out for some of these flying cows, though.
All right, I guess I'll watch out. And are you sure the nieces and nephews are going to be okay?
Yeah, they'll be fine. They've done this a couple times. They always cool off after about 3 hours.
All right. Well, I am getting a little bit tired. Maybe if we are gonna go spend the night here in this barn, would you like to show Uncle B and I to our whatever room we could stay in, so
Well,
we can
sure.
get freshened up before bed?
I can set you up in the loft. There's not much in the way, toilet area. You can kind of pee in that corner there. That's sort of where we designated for peeing. There's a latrine out back, but we can't use it because it's full and I don't want to clean it.
Well, where could we go? There's that corner.
Corner.
All right.
If you're looking for like water, there's a spigot out about a mile down past the stream. You can't get water from the stream though, because I kept trying to pee in there and now it's contaminated.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good at all.
Nope, sure isn't.
How about this? Uncle B and I will be in this corner, and we will set up a little soundproof wall so we have some privacy, and so that you can do whatever you need to do while we freshen up and get ready to have a good night's sleep.
Yep, whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna go pet my chickens.
All right, Uncle B, let's go over to this soundproof wall.
Sounds good to me, Uncle Chunky.
All right. Walkity, walkity, cloppity, quappity.
All right, we're here. That was a pretty short walk.
It was a pretty short walk.
I don't know about these nieces and nephews, Uncle Chunky. They don't seem like they're happy. They seem like they're too preoccupied with learning and sharing everything. They're forgetting what it is to be a nieces and nephew and be individual.
It's true. Something doesn't seem right about them. Or is it that something doesn't seem right about Uncle Farmer? I can't tell.
Uncle Farmer seemed kind of just like, I don't want to be rude because he's setting us up in his barn, but he kind of seemed like an idiot.
A little bit. And I don't want to make any preconceived judgments about people from Kansas.
No, of course not.
But you know people from Kansas.
Oh, God. They're
Am
the
I
worst.
right?
Tell me about it. I don't know. I think maybe he stumbled on some powers that he wasn't quite able to understand. He thought it was just his nieces and nephews being weird and turning into a shape. Maybe he stumbled on some sort of new source of magic, though. I mean, that cow was flying around. Yeah, I'm still flying around, fucking Clyde!
It's very true and very surprising. I haven't seen a flying cow since my days seeing flying cows.
That's right.
It's
Me
been a
neither.
while.
I don't know. Could it be that now that the world has ended and what we thought of the natural order of things, the human order of things, could it be starting to collapse and magic and strange things like that are starting to return to the world?
Maybe, or maybe magic is just in the wrong places. The world may be in disarray, and our idea of who should have magic and where it comes from is also in disarray.
Absolutely is. Maybe Uncle Bungley would know something about that. We should ask him that once he's done fixing up the bus.
I guess that's true, but for the moment, I think I need a nap.
Me too. I've only taken 3 naps today.
I have only taken 2. I need to catch up to you.
Jeez.
You're top napper.
You better take a double nap to catch up.
Well, I guess I better start now.
Yep. there he goes, fast asleep. You know, this has been really nice. Just roaming around the world, Uncle Chunky. He's a great guy. I kind of knew him before all this started, but only in like an acquaintance sort of way. I never really knew the real him, and now I've really gotten to know him while we've been on the road together. He's a good guy. He really is. He's a good uncle. A great uncle, even. What is he dreaming about? Is that rude to tap into the dream of such a close friend? Maybe it's something that he wants to keep to himself. I mean, I could tap into like a tree or a crazy magic uncle with no thoughts or consequences. You know, I don't really know them that well, so I don't mind tapping into their personal space. It's like not even personal to me. It doesn't matter. It's just like looking into a stranger's thoughts. But to look into the thoughts of such a close, trusted acquaintance? I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Let me get the machine back out of the vault. Alright, here we go. Let me tiptoe over to him. Tippity, toppity, tippity, tappity, toopity, toopity, boopity, boo. Alright, here we go. Power on, powering up, double power, warming up. Machine on.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, better be real quiet. Don't want to wake him up. Let me just push this button.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hoo-ha-hoo. I'm a little chunky boy. Look at my chunky flaps. Hey, I'm a little chunky boy taking a chunky nap. Hey, I'm a little chunky boy taking a chunky crap. Hey, I'm a little chunky boy. I'm talking surprisingly fast.
Hey, nephew Chunky. It's me, it's your Uncle Porkbelly.
Uncle Porkbelly, hi.
I just wanted to say how proud I am of you. How happy I am with the chunky little boy that you're becoming.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Porkbelly. I aspire to be the chunkiest little boy
You are.
who could ever be.
So chunky. Let me look at you. Let me just pick you up. Oh, I can't even pick you up. You're so chunky.
Hold on. Lift me from my flap.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Look at you, flapping all around. Chunky little flaps.
Ah.
I think I could just, like, if I just spun you around a lot and then threw you, I wonder how far you would go. Let's see. Spin, 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 spin.
Wow. That was a far throw.
Welcome to space.
Oh.
You're in space now.
Oh, I wondered where I was. Did you know the world has ended?
I did know that.
Well,
why?
I don't know why.
Because I'm the one who ended it.
Oh, who are you?
There's no time for that right now.
Who are you?
Let's just say that I'm the friend of a friend.
You look awfully familiar.
Ooh, sure is cold out here. Good thing I'm wearing my flannel.
It's true. Hey, why don't we turn on some TV?
Oh, I love TV. Do you love TV?
I do. My favorite channel is the Space Channel.
Of course it is. Everyone loves Space Channel.
Yeah, come on in flannel.
Come on in flannel.
Welcome to Space
Sure
Channel.
love that catchphrase. I wonder who thought of that one.
It's true. Oh, I enjoy this show.
Oh, yes.
This is a situation comedy.
Yes, this is a great one.
Oh,
I wonder who created it. I guess we'll never know. But let's tune in and watch.
oh. Why do they still use a laugh track? We know that it's funny. Of course it's funny. It's a situation comedy.
It's an archaic hold-on to the times when there were live studio audiences. Do you
It's
know anything
true.
about live studio audiences?
I do. I have a live studio audience on my program.
Hold on to them dearly.
Oh,
You need them. Without them, you're just like the situational comedy with a laugh track.
oh,
You're
oh,
behind on the time.
oh,
Pointless.
oh,
Meaningless.
oh, oh,
You need your audience.
oh.
Your audience.
Please,
is to
no,
find you.
please, don't take my studio audience.
I
No.
I won't.
Thank you.
Just keep up your ratings. I won't have to.
I'll keep the ratings high.
Looks like it's time for you to go back to Earth.
I guess so. Ratings high.
I'll see you again soon.
I'm going lower. Uncle Porkbelly,
Hey!
you threw me very far.
Sure did. You flew so high.
I am so chubby.
You're so chunky.
Chunky.
You're so chubby. You're so chubbly.
Yeah. And you're my Uncle Porkbelly.
And I always will be.
Yeah. You're such a great uncle.
I'm the greatest uncle there ever was. You can
You
never be as
betcha.
great of an uncle as me, no matter how hard you try.
I will never be as great of an uncle as you,
Because
Uncle
you doubt yourself
Porkbelly.
inside,
I
Uncle
doubt
Chunky.
myself inside.
You don't think that you have what it takes to
I
be
don't
an
think
uncle.
I have what it takes to be an uncle.
You never wanted to be a tree. Wait, no, that was a message for a different guy.
Oh, okay.
You know what? You're actually a pretty good uncle.
Oh, well, thanks. I try to be a good uncle as well as a good nephew. Because I'm your nephew.
You sure are. You always will be.
Yeah.
Nephew Chunky.
You're my porky, my pork belly.
Oh, let's do some burping. Wow, that was a really cryptic dream. I wonder what all that stuff about space and flannel and TV channels meant. Hey, Uncle Chunky. Hey, wake up, wake up.
Whoa.
How's your nap?
It was a
Good.
great double nap.
Good. I wanted to stop you before you got to a triple nap because I was worried you would pass me in napping.
That's true. I don't want to triple pass you with a triple nap.
That'd be rude.
It would be. We need to be evenly sleeping.
That's right.
We are co-hosts after all.
Yeah, we're equally important in
Yeah.
both napping and hosting.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember my dreams so well, but
Really?
I remember them being very intense.
Well, that's good. It's good to have intense dreams because it breaks up the monotony of everyday life.
I do believe that. I am feeling very moist in my pants.
Oh, wow. Better not get wet.
Oh, good thing I have on my special uncle wear, always preventing me from the moisture.
That reminds me. I think it's about time for a commercial.
I agree.
You tired of pushing down on your naughty bits?
Yeah, are you tired of the potential moisture getting to your uncle
You
nest?
want to cover up your uncle bits without having to wear 3 pairs of pants?
You need special uncle wear for only $9.99. $9.99. Uncle, only $9.99. Uncle wear. You can buy Uncle wear at the store for only $9.99. You don't need $10. You only need $9.99. You only need $9.99. If you get 1 cent change, you can say, okay, you can keep the change if you're a nice person, or it can be $9.99.
Uncle wear is really not that different from normal underwear. It's just got the name Uncle on it, so it'll make you feel better about wearing it when you're an uncle. It's only $9.99.
$9.99.
Oh!
Welcome back from our commercial break.
Sure hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we do. Well, Uncle B, you know, I don't want you to get ahead of me in naps.
And I don't want you to get ahead of me in naps.
So do you think we should just take a quick little nap together?
That sounds like a great idea, Uncle Chunky.
All
I'm
right.
getting pretty sleepy.
Me too. And after we nap, we can go find Uncle Bungley.
Yeah, we can see if he's done fixing up the bus. Maybe we can bring Uncle Farmer with us.
Maybe we could.
We should probably leave the nieces and nephew Prism here. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think so.
We could take Clyde, though.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah, take fucking Clyde!
Well, I guess we'll see. But until then, let's just take a nice, refreshing nap in this soundproofed, walled-off corner.
Before that, you got any plugs that you want to give out?
Well, I would like to give a plug to this barn. Because it's a barn, I don't know if it has any electrical outlets. In turn, I think a plug would be great for this barn.
I'd like to give a plug for Space Channel. Come on and flannel. Welcome to Space Channel.
Of course.
Because, you know, they're great. They're hosting our program. Even, you know, maybe our ratings aren't always the best, but they don't worry about that kind of thing. They just let us do our own thing. They let us have our studio audience. And I'm really grateful for them, for letting us be able to, you know, gather all the uncles for the Uncle Convention. Also a plug for the Uncle Convention. It's going to come up. It'll happen. Be ready.
I am very excited for the Uncle Convention.
Yeah,
and once we get out of Kansas, we can head toward Washington, D.C.
That's right. And I just want to thank all our studio audience, of course, because they're great.
They are.
I guess we left them on the bus.
But I'm sure we'll see them very, very soon.
I sure hope so. It would be sad if anything bad happened to them. I don't know
It's
what we do
true.
without them.
I agree. Well, I guess we should call it a night. But thank you for tuning in, Space Channel viewers.
Yeah, thanks, boys and girls, nieces and nephews.
And until next time, this has been
Uncle's
Uncle's Variety Hour.
Merci.
No idea.
They do not know, Dr. Dad.
These cow costumes worked like a charm, Clang.
I
They
know.
thought we were Nessie and Bessie when all along we were Dr. Dad and Clang.
I am glad that Clyde is a real cow.
Me too. He's a pretty cool cow.
It is true.
That's why he's top cow.
Top cow.
We were just Nessie and Bessie.
We were never meant to be top cow,
It's
Dr.
okay,
Dad.
because we would be top villains.
So, Dr. Dad, now that the uncles are asleep, what do you suppose we do?
Well, they're in their soundproof box. They won't know anything's going on. And they also mentioned that they had a studio audience all by themselves in a bus.
Oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sure hope so, because what I'm thinking is we kidnap their studio audience.
What I was thinking is we ask them the length of their pants, and if they need their pants to be shortened, we shorten them to the correct length.
Well, you're lucky that I didn't bring any of the fire bears with me, or I would feed you to them and also burn you with them. Because they're bears that are on fire.
It is very innovative, Dr. Dad.
Thank you. I'm always coming up with new ways to torture people.
Well, speaking of torturing people, if you believe that we should go find the studio audience,
I believe we should. And I believe They're with Uncle Bungley. He's maybe changed his tune and teamed up with the Dumkles, but...
Uncle Bungley of the Magic Uncles.
Magic Uncles.
That was
The
a very fun
evil
show.
Uncle. And if there's one thing that evil likes, it's more evil.
As well as correctly fitted pants.
Most people like those, yes. But that's not the time or place for pants.
No, it is not. It is not the time for pants. That's why I'm not wearing any pants.
Fine. Just keep the cow costume on for now.
All right, I'm keeping it on.
We've got to sneak past Uncle Farmer.
Well, it does appear that Uncle Farmer is starting to doze off. He's in his chair.
You're right. We just have to be very quiet and we can get by it without any problem.
I think we need to walk very quietly out the door.
You're right. Let's go.
Chem, petit, petit.
We made it. Let's go to the bus.
To the bus. Petit,
We don't have to be quiet anymore. We can go.
We can just run to the bus.
I'm not too fast to run. I can't wait until you see what's happened, you Dumkles. This bus is really far away.
It's true. We will get there eventually.
Eventually.
Maybe. By the time those Dumkles. Sorry, I was going to use your pun, but then I decided against it initially.
Fine,
but
it's
then
a very
I
apt pun.
Besides, before the Dumkles wake up, we'll get to the
be
bus.
At the bus before the next episode of
Uncle's Variety Hour.